Ooh, girl, you know what's up. Ooh, what? Ooh, girl, you know what's up. So today we're gonna switch it up. So it's finally August, and I don't know if you saw my post on Twitter, but I posted that for the month of August, it's all about self-preservation. It's all about me and focusing on my soul and connecting with my energy and my ancestors and just getting back to my roots and getting back to myself. For the past few months, I've been kind of giving myself to everyone else. So for the month of August, I will be focusing on Jewel, okay? She, me, her, okay? So let's get into it. So what I'll be doing is Yoni Steams and yoga. And in a little bit, I'll talk about what made me want to start doing Yoni Steams. But as far as yoga, I am not as flexible as I used to be. And working out really does make me tense. So my trainer recommended a yoga instructor on YouTube that he does every morning. So I'm gonna check her out and try to get my downward dog going, because this back is not flexible. Like, oh my gosh, I don't have it. But and I've always wanted to be able to stand on my head, so you know, it's on down the line. But yoga and Yoni with Jewel all August long. I'm trying my first Yoni steam today. I bought my own herbs. I kind of did my research on what herbs to use. There are people that you can use and get the herbs already pre-packaged, but I'll talk about in a little bit why I chose to do my own. So first of all, what is Yoni? Yoni means womb. Yoni means vagina. Yoni means sacred place, right? And that's in Sanskrit. And oh my goodness, that's my water boiling. But so a Yoni steam is basically allowing the uterus to be penetrated with the warmth of the water as well as the herbs, and it gets in there, and it's supposed to be like a detox to cleanse your body of all types of funguses, bacteria, fibroids, pH balance, yeast infection. It helps with a lot of different things. I am not an expert. There's so many people on YouTube that I have watched for months and months and months and months and months that I've been doing research on it. So it's so many people that know so much more than me, but I kind of wrote down the things that stuck out to me about it, so we'll talk about that in a little bit. But yeah, let's just get into it. So I have this chair, and you guys know I refinished my dining room set that I bought, and when my dad was screwing my seats back on, I told him to leave this one off so I could use it. So I'm gonna use this chair as my Yoni chair, okay? I heard Yoni chairs are pretty expensive. Some people use like bowls, which I'll be using underneath my chair. Some people squat over the bowl. Some people use an ottoman. I saw that the other day and I was like, oh, she's smart. She put a bowl inside the ottoman to just keep it inside, and she sat on top of that. Some people they create their own like little stools to sit on. So it's different ways you can be creative, but this is just something that I knew that I was gonna do. So when I refinished the chairs, I made sure to leave one of my seats off. So anyway, so what you wanna do is get a large pot and bring it to a boil. I also have my tea going because tea calms me down and it soothes me and relaxes me from the day. But once your water boils, then you'll be able to add your herbs in. Because I'm using dry herbs, I'm going to put the herbs in while it's boiling, and then I'm going to let it steep and turn it off. I let the gods talk to me, okay? I let the gods talk to me and tell me how much of each herb to use. I'll tell you guys what I put in there in a second. But I really just kind of went off what I read up on the herbs, as well as just when I was looking at them, what I thought, you know, more should be inside of the actual Yoni Steam. Now, I recommend if you're not going to do research and if you kind of just want to jump right in and try it, and you're a one and done and impatient kind of person, I recommend buying it already pre-bought. And I'll link someone who sells Yoni Blends as well as steamers below. Is my sister. She's on Instagram, and her name is Trap Goddess on Instagram. I'll link her information down below. So I do recommend you getting them pre-bought, but me, I personally just wanted to try it on my own, so we're gonna see how it goes. So I poured my Yoni blend into my cute little bowl, and we're gonna let her cool down so she don't burn baby girl down there. So let's just talk a little bit about what Yoni Steams are and their benefits and the different type of herbs that you can use. And oh yeah, this is hot. I should have let it cool off a little bit, but oh Lord, don't burn it. Can't burn my baby girl now. It ain't even burning baby girl. It's burning my booty. Let me move my booty out of the way. My booty. Oh yeah, I should let this cool. Wait a minute. Let me escape a little bit. Okay, so while I'm messing up, letting stuff escape a little bit so it can cool off, I'm gonna talk a little bit about Yoni Steam. So the word Yoni is Sanskrit for womb or sacred place or vagina. And a Yoni Steam is basically allowing warmth to permeate your uterus and all of your reproductive cells and areas that allow you to bear children. What you want to do when you're doing Yoni Steams is create you a sacred place, and that's why I showed you guys my plants, because I love my plants. My favorite candle, I put on one of my favorite oils, and I have my my card. Well, it's a piece of paper and it says wisdom on it. And a few years ago when I was a sophomore in college, I think that's enough. Yeah. When I was a sophomore in college, I was like an orientation leader and we were playing a game. And at this particular game, it was write down a word that you wish you had more of. And so I can't remember what I wrote, but anyway, we all had to put our pieces of paper in a bucket, and in the bucket, everybody, they shook it up and then everybody picked one. And so me believing that nothing happens by chance, everything happens for a reason, I picked wisdom. And one of my friends, because her initials is on the back, actually wrote this. So I don't know if she knows. I carry it everywhere I go. It stays in my wallet with my cards, so that's always with me. But I've carried the word wisdom around with me since sophomore year of college, because I believe that either the Lord wanted me to gain more wisdom, or he wanted me to watch and be mindful and be wise about the decisions that I make in my life, or that was something that I needed at the time. But I used to, when I pulled this, I started praying to God that he gave me wisdom. I just started praying and praying and praying that God gave me wisdom, because it was a reason why I pulled this. And so this is one of my favorite things to keep. This is just like a keepsake that I just put in my wallet. So I thought it would be great to put in my sacred place while I am doing my Yoni Steam. And by the way, this thing feels wonderful. Okay, I'm a little hot. Should have put the air on. But anyway, so I'm gonna talk a little bit about the let me pick them up. You can't see my booty. The herbs that I bought. So I have nettle, burdock root. Can I get it? Lavender. Ooh, come here. Sit. Dandelion root, lemongrass, and rosemary. I think that's all. And so I have the benefits on my laptop here, and these are all organic herbs. But I have the benefits on my laptop here, so I'm gonna get it. All right. I don't know if these are proven. I mean, some women say they have experienced these. Like I said, this is my first time, so I can't tell you if these are proven to be true. I can tell you what I've researched for a long time, but I don't know. But some of the benefits include reducing menstrual symptoms, so such as bloating, cramps, exhaustion, heavy bleeding. It also helps with hormonal balance, like your pH balance. It helps with correction of irregular or absent menstrual cycles. So some women cycle just disappears for a few months, and a lot of women, they'll do this to help it come back on, because essentially you want your cycle so that you can release. Some women do this after they've had like many miscarriages, and it was said that they can't have kids. They'll do this to kind of like stimulate the womb, to get it prepared to bear children. Some of the herbs have fertility properties in them. It treats hemorrhoids, fibroids, ovarian cysts, yeast infections. It helps with menopause. It helps ease some of the symptoms of menopause. And it's basically just allows you to let go of negative emotions, or let go of whatever it is that you don't want in your life, and allow you to connect with your roots, your ancestral roots, and just relax and become one with your Yoni, and become one with your soul and one with yourself. That's why it's important to have like a sacred place that you do it in, and you know, you're in a relaxed mood and you're calm. And it's also important to just keep in mind what it is that you want to release, you know, what it is that you want to get rid of. This is amazing. I'll go a little bit into the herbs and what they do, and then I'll tell you why I chose them. So burdock root fights many types of fungus and bacteria, and it balances hormones. Dandelion root promotes healthy circulation, cleanses the vaginal area, and tones the vagina. Lavender is a relaxing antimicrobial herb that supports healing and promotes menstrual flow. Rosemary is an antimicrobial herb that treats bacterial infections, speeds womb healing, and stimulates menstruation. And it also gives you ability to have longevity. Nettle fights infections, nourishes uterus, prevents cell damage, tones uterus, helps decrease heavy menstrual flow. Anyway, I'll tell you why, or the research that I was doing on these different herbs and why I chose them. So I read the book African Holistic Health by, I don't know how to say his name, but Laila Yala O Africa. This is how the book looks. I was reading it, and it had different diseases and some treatments for them. And so I suffer really bad with acne. I used to suffer really badly with boils when I was like extremely overweight. When I was 215 pounds, I used to get a boil almost every month. I could clock it. So I used to get it underneath my arm. This arm in particular really bad because I have a lot of scarring under there. On my vaginal area, on my butt. So I do a lot of reading and a lot of research. It gives you herbs that you can use for acne and herbs that you can use for boils. And some of the similar herbs are dandelion root, burdock root, and nettle. So I have my affirmation book and my goals book. I have my journal that I write in for my feelings, and I have my gratitude book. And every day before I go to sleep, I write 3 things that I'm grateful for that happened that day. So I figured that would be good for me to use while I'm sitting here doing my Yoni Steams. So let me get started. Awesome. I liked it a lot. So I'm going to try to do this once a week. So now I'm kind of sharing my spiritual journey with you guys. So I want you guys to let me know if you're interested in doing a Yoni Steam. If you do a Yoni Steam, what advice you have. And you know, if you're interested to know. I don't know the measurements that I use, but I will put down below what exactly I use, the benefits of them, and the reasons why I chose to use it. I will also link my sister on Instagram, Trap Goddess, I think that's her name. She sells Yoni Blends as well as Yoni Steamers. I want you guys to comment down below if you have any questions. Let me know what you think. I will definitely answer them. You guys stay tuned the whole month of August because it will be yoga and Yoni with Jewel. And subscribe to my channel if you're not already subscribed. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter. And also you can follow me on Snapchat. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you in my next video, and I'll probably be doing yoga. Alright guys, I'll see y'all next time. Peace. This ain't as easy as it looks. It probably don't even look easy, but I'm telling y'all right now, this John is intense.